Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I am filming this video in the middle of Storm Eunice, which is hitting the UK. We're in the middle of the worst time. I think it's blowing a hoolie outside my craft room window. So I'm safely ensconced inside here, doing a bit of crafting. Can't go out. I had arrangements to meet a friend at a local RHS Gardens today, Wisley, but we've had to cancel that. Wisley is in fact closed because there's too much danger of falling trees. It really is. If you're not in the UK, you won't know what I'm talking about, but if you're in the UK, you will know. It's very unusual for the southeast where I live to be hit by something like this. So yeah, it's all fun and games. Anyway, I'm here to bring you a project today. This is our project. This is a card I made for my youngest daughter. Some of you will know that she managed to secure her first professional acting role. And I was lucky enough to go and see it on the performance on Tuesday, was the press performance, and I can't tell you how huge my heart felt, so full of pride for her. She's worked so hard. She's been rejected more times than I've had hot dinners. She picks herself up and goes along to another audition. Such a hard business to be in, especially if you're not a wealthy family, which we definitely aren't. But anyway, she's made it. She's got a professional role. She's now on tour till August. And if any of my UK followers have young grandchildren or children of their own, or young little people that they know of, do take them along to see it. It's called Zog and the Flying Doctors. It's a brilliant show, so much energy. All the children in the audience were absolutely entranced on Tuesday, so I would recommend it. So I'm just going to send this to my daughter just to say how proud I was of her and to wish her luck for the rest of the tour. They've been quite local in Kingston upon Thames this last 10 days, but now they're going to be off. They're going to Coventry next. So she's going to be off, and I'm not going to see her for ages because she's going to be off all over the country. So I just wanted to send her a little something to say I'm really proud of you and good luck for the rest of the tour. So now we're not going to make another So Proud of You card. This time we're going to make a card to say congratulations on your 5-year stampiversary. This is a bit late. This is going to be for Jez, my good friend Jez, who a lot of you will know, who hit her 5-year anniversary. I'm going to say back in January, I think, towards the end of January, I hope. So it's not, it's not a million days too late, but it is quite late. But anyway, I'm going to make her a card. So, and I've just realised I haven't got all the bits I need, so I'm going to have to find them as we go along, but hey ho, that's okay. Right, so let's get started. So first of all, we need, or let me just show you the bits that I've got to make this. So I have already die cut these little tiny hearts. I've shown you these before. I used them on another card. So what I did was mounted these 3 stamps. Now, some of you will know that I cut my stamps apart because I just wanted to be able to stamp one little heart. So I cut them apart. And now to do this, because I wanted to die cut 3, I just put that back together and it works perfectly. So it doesn't ruin anything by cutting them apart. It just gives you a bit more, a few more options for using them. So what I did was I inked this up, stamped it, and then die cut it with, let me find my die, this die here, which is part of the bundle that goes with this set. So just die cut that, so like that, and then I got all these little hearts. And I have used, because purple is Jez's favourite colour, I have used Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia. I think the Fresh Freesia might be a bit pink for Jez, but I'm hoping that it'll be okay. Okay, so the other thing that I need, that I've already die cut again, was a number 5, which is going to go in the centre here rather than the So Proud of You. And I needed a circle, which is, let me measure it for you, one of our layering circles, just the plain one, not the scalloped one. So let's do it in inches. It is 1 7/8, and in centimetres it is 4.8 centimetres. So if you wanted to replicate that exactly. So now I'm going to do, what am I going to do first? Let's get all the layers ready first. So I'm going to do a layer. I'm going to have a Gorgeous Grape backing and a Highland Heather mat on top of that. So let's see if I've got any in my box of bits. So Gorgeous Grape, there we go. got that one. Now I need a piece of Highland Heather. So those of you that don't know, I keep all my scraps and lesson A4 in a box like this. So this one's labelled Subtles. So I just keep them here so I can go in there and see if I've got a piece of cardstock that is the right size for what I want. That will probably do, I think, unless that... Yeah, that'll do. And then I can just keep them. They're just on the shelf behind me here. I've got one for each of the families and one for the in colours. And every so often I have a sort out and get rid of the very, very little bits. But I do save a lot of the little bits because I do use them when I'm die cutting flowers and things. So, oh, and I need a piece of Whisper White as well, don't I? Oh, where's my Whisper White? Okay. My Whisper White, I keep all my odd bits I keep separately and just in a little plastic folder like this behind me, so I can just grab it and use whatever I need. And I've got one more panel. I generally cut up some normal basic white and just keep it in that size. Cut it into 4 because I'm always using that as a panel. Okay, so what are we going to do? This is slightly smaller than that card, but that's all right. It doesn't need to be a particular height. So, oh no, that's not the one I need. Where's my proper trimmer? I have a lot of different trimmers here for different reasons. This one, so we're going to score this at 10.5. There we go. Usually I have all this out ready. I forgot today. I just came straight onto camera. It's because I want to get this in this card in the post today, so that she gets it before she leaves on tour. I think she leaves on Tuesday for Coventry, so wanted to just get it in the post. Right, that edge has just got it's got a little cut in it. It's just annoying me a little bit, so I might just bring my mini chopper in, just chop the edge off there. Right, okay. Now, there's 2 ways, as you know, that you can do your layers. You can either take your piece of cardstock, lay it on and work out where you want the layers to go, or you can measure. So let's measure today. I've shown you the way that I do it with the pencil, so let's do that today. That now measures 10.3, so I'm going to cut this down to 9.7. Need a piece of paper to write this on. I'm going to cut it down to 9, so I do 6 millimeters smaller, which is about 1/4 of an inch if you wanted to do it in inches. And then this way is 14.5, so it's going to be 13. Oh no, hang on, it's a bit more than 14. 14.6, so it's going to be 14. So I need to cut my piece of cardstock down to 9.7 by 14, and hopefully that will give us a nice border. So 14 this way by 9.7. Sometimes I measure, sometimes I do by marking with a pencil. So let's just see if that is going to be. I've just got a little tab left on here. I'm just going to trim that off with my snips. Going to really annoy me. There we go. So that is going to go on there like so, and then I need my white panel. So if I cut it down to 9.7 before, I now need to do this at 9.1, and because I did it at 14, I now need to do it at 13.4. So again, my trimmer and 9.1 like so. 13.4. I'm hoping these will all layer on really nicely. Let's have a look. This should layer onto there. Beautiful. And this should layer onto there. Yep. Oh, it's going to be a very purple card. Oh, good. Right, okay. Before I do any of that, I'm going to do this, the building the panel, just in case it goes wrong, so that I haven't wasted the whole card. So I'm just going to glue. Now this is going to be my guide for my hearts, so you can't really see that I've got a circle die on there unless you really look hard, but it just gives me a guide to stick the hearts around. So I'm going to stick that, and I want it to be more or less in the middle. Well, not more or less in the middle, I want it to be exactly in the middle actually. A little bit of Tombow. And just put that there, and just take a step back and look and decide whether you think that looks central. And I think it does, so I'm just going to layer that down. And then, oh, I meant to put dimensionals on the back of all these hearts before I came on. And I tell you, I'm really badly organised today. Hey ho, we'll just chat while I do this. So that I'm going to start off with Gorgeous Grape. Gosh, it really is blowy out there. I don't know if you can hear things blowing around. One of my daughters just posted a video of a wheelie bin. We have really big bins on wheels to wheel out to the edge of our properties for the bin men to collect. And one of these wheelie bins was just flying through the air. It was quite scary to see, actually. Really is quite blustery. But of course, by the time I publish this video, the storm will be over and forgotten. And everyone will wonder what I was talking about. Right, so I'm just going to place this one at the top here. So this is Gorgeous Grape. There's going to be more Gorgeous Grape than any of the other colours. This one I used more Petal Pink than any of the other colours. This one, just in case you're interested, was Crumb Cake, Grey Granite and Petal Pink. And like I say, this one is going to be Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia. So I'm putting one at the quarter way mark, and then I'm going to do another Gorgeous Grape and put that halfway between those two, like so. And then I'm going to come in with one of each of the other colours. These little dimensionals are perfect for this. They fit really well. Of course, you don't have to use dimensionals. You could just stick these straight down if you wanted to. And then a Fresh Freesia one. And then you just do the same all around the circle. So if I was really technical and knew how to do it, I could speed this bit of the video up. But you could on your video, while you're listening, you could actually speed this bit up a bit, whiz forward. I will learn to do that one day. It's on my list of New Year's resolutions, was to just get a bit better at editing videos. I don't know about a bit better, just to start editing videos. The only thing I can do is turn it if it records the wrong way. I'm not really very efficient, but my followers seem to like my videos, so I kind of think if it ain't broke, why fix it? But I would like to know a little bit more about, I do like it when you're watching someone do something really boring and they speed it up. Hopefully this won't take too long. So I'm just alternating between Gorgeous Grape and one of the other colours. So I've got Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and this is going to be Fresh Freesia again, like so. And I've got to wait to publish this video for Jez to have received it, so I'm hoping to get it in. If I can go out today, I'm a bit dubious about whether I'm going to actually be able to go out before the post goes in this wind. I don't want to be blown down the road. But if I don't, it will go on Saturday, which means she should get it on Monday, hopefully, if things are working well. Yeah, she'll be wondering why she didn't get a card from me so far, I bet. But I've just been so busy, and I actually realised about halfway through January that although I thought I had recovered from COVID, my energy levels were still, and it wasn't that I didn't feel as if I didn't have any energy. I just didn't have any motivation. That was what was missing, really. I just couldn't be bothered. And I was a bit worried about myself, because I thought, oh my goodness, if I can't be bothered to do anything, what am I going to do? You know, I can't run businesses and not be bothered. But actually, just during February, things are gradually coming back a bit, and I'm finding I'm a bit more productive. And my mojo never went. You know, my love of crafting, I always kept that, but it was all the other bits around the business that I was just feeling not in love with, really. But now, kind of getting back to being me, and it's much nicer. Right, we're nearly done now. I've rambled on enough. There we go. There we go. Yeah, going back to the show that my daughter's in, the little kids in the audience I was so jealous of anyone who could take a little kid, because I don't know any little children anymore, and I don't have grandchildren yet. So I didn't have anyone to take, but it would have been lovely to to have taken a child and have them so wrapped. There were little girls all in Princess Pearl crowns. Those of you who know Zog and about Zog, you'll know about Princess Pearl. And the girl who plays Princess Pearl is absolutely marvellous. She was lovely. Annie was recruited for the show as the understudy, but her role has actually expanded as she's been doing rehearsals, and now she's actually on stage when she's not understudying for quite a lot of the time. And if you're going to see it, if you are going to see it, my daughter Annie is the one who, first of all, she brings on the blackboard. She does the river for the mermaid, and then she's one of the crazy doctors as well. So she does have quite a lot of on stage. Right, okay, so I've talked enough. I've done my little circle of hearts. I've then put my die cut 5 from the, I used the Playful Alphabet dies to cut a 5 from there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Congratulations from Hand Painted Petals, which is a lovely little congratulations. Love it. Just mount that up on a block. Like so. And then I'm going to stamp it onto a piece of cardstock just because I don't want to ruin this card by stamping it wonky. So I'm just going to print it on a piece of card and then trim it down. So you can, of course, stamp straight onto there. If you don't want to be like me and be ultra careful. Sorry if my head's in the way, I'm just trying to get this. It does make it easier when cutting it if you get it straight anyway. There we go. So let's just cut a little bit of that off. I'm going to do this by hand actually. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but I'm just going to do it with my snips. There we go. So you can very carefully, of course you can use your trimmer, but it's just a little bit fiddly with the trimmer. And we're going to do that there. And that's my card for Jez. Well, that's part of my card for Jez. We've just got to layer it up now with the layers that we made earlier. So there we go. And then when she receives this, she'll recognise the pattern, I think, because this is going to be posted on my blog before she gets it. So she will have seen that card. So I've been making lots of congratulations or celebratory cards recently. So I've had someone new join my team, and I've had one of my team who's had her, I think, her 2nd Stampiversary. And a birthday as well, which I missed when I was in my dodgy phase. So I'm going to send her a joint parcel to say happy birthday. And so yeah, I've got a lot going on. There we go. And now I just need another panel to go inside, which I haven't got. So I'm going to have to grab a piece of Whisper White. And like I said, I'll just show you now what I meant. I get lots of sheets of Whisper White and I just cut them at around 15. So I'm going to cut this one exactly 15. And then in half again at 10.5. And then I have lots of these panels ready to go on my cards, and it's a lot quicker. So there we go, I'll do that one later. Now this, I'll show you the other method of making a panel. I just place this here, so get your borders this size you want them, and then just mark where you want that to come up to, and then down the bottom here, and then just put it in your trimmer and cut at the, there we go. Just want to say thank you for all the people that do watch my videos. I'm really grateful. And all the people that comment as well. Does make a difference to how frequently my videos get seen by if there's many comments on them. So I'm really grateful to the people that do take time. You know who you are, I know who you are. Some people do comment all the time, others just occasionally. If you've got time to comment, that would be really fab. If you're not a subscriber, would be fab if you could subscribe as well. You don't actually have to watch another one of my videos if you haven't enjoyed this one, but if you subscribe, it does also help my reach as well. And it's all part of building my business, so it helps me do what I love. So if you're able to do that, that would be fab. Right, I'm just going to take 3 little hearts and put them down here. Just going to glue those down with some Tombow. One. So I actually cut out 6 of fresh freesia, 6 of Highland heather, and 9 of gorgeous grape. So I used 8 of the gorgeous grape ones on the front here and 1 there, and then I've got 1 fresh freesia, and I know I dropped them all, so I've lost a Highland heather. I should have 1 Highland heather left over as well. Anyway, there we go. Hope you like that card. Liking those very much. This is in these colours because it was for a colour challenge, so not necessarily the colours I would have chosen, but I thought it would be quite nice to do something different. But I really hope that Jez likes this one. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed my video, like I say, and I hope you'll come back and watch more. But meanwhile, I hope you have a lovely day. Hope you didn't get blown away on this blustery day if you're in the UK, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.